Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Vanessa. Today we're doing a Pilates flow, starting standing, finding your breath. Take a big inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, knees bend, dropping the head towards the floor. And just staying low, rocking side to side. Shifting the weight, breathing into the hips, into the backs of the legs. And then bending both knees, coming into a wide second position, hands towards your thighs. And again, just rocking side to side. Exhale, twist over one shoulder. Inhale, exhale, twist over the other shoulder, pressing the knees back. And then release those hands towards the floor, parallel the legs, and back to your rock side to side, bending one knee at a time, shifting the weight. And we'll pause and center. Let the spine really relax here. Walk the feet in towards hip distance. Then we'll grab onto opposite elbows for a forward fold. Let the head shake out. And slowly rounding up bone by bone. Stacking the spine tall. Let the shoulders roll down the back. And then take a step to the back edge of your mat. Finding your Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. Reaching up tall, exhale, curl round up and over. Navel in towards your spine. Walking out to your plank. Shoulders right over your wrist. Keep your heels glued as we shift forward into our plank to pike. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels back. Snaking through that spine, we'll start to rock forward and back in our plank. Warming up the backs of the legs, stretching through the calves. And then go ahead, drop down towards your knees and just find your child's pose. Inhaling, floating up, tuck your toes. Exhale, scoop the belly and round into your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, scoop and round. Really visualize the whole spine moving here. And then we'll find our tabletop. Opposite arm and leg are gonna reach out and we're gonna alternate sides. Trying to stay as still as you can in the torso. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, pull back into center. Think your arm and leg are pulling away from your belly button, right? So we're always lengthening that waist. And we're gonna add a knee to elbow bend. So inhale, stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. Reach out long and pull it in. Keep alternating arms and legs. Out. Scoop, lengthen, and lower. Really feeling that body stretch in opposite directions, getting longer, getting stronger. Exhale, lift the belly. Now this next one, we're gonna hold out, find the length. Keep lifting up out of that bottom wrist and shoulder. Starting to pulse the arm and leg up, lengthening away from your center. Exhale, elbow to knee. Reaching in and out. Last two, and one. Lowering everything down to the mat, switching sides. Find that balance and start to pulse, pulling the arm and leg away from one another. And taking elbow to knee for 4. Stretch. 3. Longer each time. 2. And last one. Bringing everything down to the mat. Tucking your toes. Exhale up and back into your downward facing dog. We're going to go right into heel lifts. Releve. Lifting the heels high. Keep pressing the chest back towards the thighs. And then moving from our pike to plank. We're going to keep the heels high. Snake forward. Exhale, lift the low belly. Draw the heels down. Inhale forward, exhale up and back. Keep long and strong in the shoulders and the neck. Shifting forward, stay forward, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, baby cobra, draw the shoulders away from your ears. No pressure on the hands. Lowering down, little bit higher this time. Inhale, float the belly up, draw the shoulders down the back. And then third time, lift up as high as you can. We'll look towards the right. Draw the left shoulder back. And then circle the head around to the left. Back to center. Exhale, up and back. We'll cross our ankles. Coming over onto our tailbone, starting with our roll downs. Feet hip distance. Start to round down to that low back. Exhale, C curve back up into your neutral spine. Lowering down, scoop the belly, round the spine, lengthen tall. Try to tap the low back towards the mat. Keep the shoulders gliding down the back. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Diving forward. Scooping, staying low, knee lifts, alternate. Try to get that low back into the mat. Shoulder blades stay off, fingertips reaching towards your toes. Keep your eyes towards your belly or thighs. Both legs together. Inhale, exhale, lift. Toes don't have to touch for this to be effective. Work on your form. Keep drawing the navel in towards the spine. Go ahead, bring your hands behind your head. Let the neck relax in your hands. Last one, holding the legs tabletop, upper crunch. Exhale, curl round up. Try to get that same lift every time, curling up and over the shoulder blades, pulling the rib cage down. Think about the bottoms of the ribs reaching for the hips. We're gonna add upper and lower body together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl, crunching those abs, drawing the navel down towards the mat. Keep breathing. From here, we're gonna move right into our hundreds, reaching the arms forward. Let's go, pump. Start to create that heat internally from the inside out. Exhale, knees are gonna pull into our tabletop. Inhale, lengthen out long. Strong pumps using the lats down the sides of the body. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep reaching the nose towards the thighs, sinking the belly down towards the mat. Last one, moving into double leg stretch. Keep the eyes towards the thighs. Exhale, curl round in. So the spine does not move here. Arms and legs move around the torso. Try to deepen the breath, right? Oxygenate your body. Last one. Go ahead and let the head relax towards the mat. Lengthen that body, fingertips to toes, moving into our full roll-up. Exhale into your stretch. Keeping the shoulder blades relaxed. Draw the low back in towards the mat. Think the crown of the head reaches up and over. You want to make a horseshoe shape with the body in the stretch, right? So we're not releasing just into our hamstring, but it's a really active stretch. That's really where the work is. And the last 2 inches as you dive forward over the thighs. Think about anchoring the calves in towards the mat. The last one, we'll roll down onto our back here. And then sweeping the arms down by your hips. I'm just gonna readjust on the mat. Head's gonna stay down, legs are going to go up towards the ceiling as straight as you can. Heels together, toes apart, Pilates V. We're moving into corkscrew. So drawing a circle on the ceiling and the wall with the toes, alternate your direction each time. So what I want you to focus here is on the pelvis. Okay, that analogy I always use, imagine your pelvis is a bowl full of water and you don't want to spill a drop. Keep the pelvis anchored and grounded in the center of your mat. Inhale, lower one leg down, exhale, back up. Keep that tailbone reaching long towards the edge of your mat. And we're gonna move into helicopter. So we do 2 scissor switches and then a half circle with both legs. Circling out and around, again, working the hip mobility, so big of range of motion as you can without rocking in the pelvis. Switch, switch, circle out. Option here to bring it into an upper crunch. Switch, switch, circle out and around. Keep it going, switch, switch, circle out and around. Moving into our full scissors, grabbing that leg, getting that extra length and stretch in the hamstrings. Nice and slow, controlled movements, right? Working on your precision here. Last one, go ahead and hug both knees in towards your chest. Releasing the head down towards the mat, feet right underneath your hips into our hip bridges. Think about opening up the front of the body. Let the neck, the shoulders, and the rib cage stay relaxed. Rounding through that spine. Again, think about your articulation. Think of your spine like a strand of pearls. One pearl leaves the mat at a time, and one pearl comes back down at a time. This next bridge, we're gonna hold at the top. One leg lifts, tapping the toe for 4. Exhale. 3, 2. Last one, hold the lift, tap the hips down to the mat. 4, 3, 2. Let's do it again. Tap the toes, reaching out and away. Keep the hips reaching up towards the ceiling. Last one, hip taps for 4. Squeeze. Drive that bottom heel into the mat and really work that bottom hamstring. One more set. Arms pressing in towards the mat to help stabilize the body. Last push for 4. Squeeze 3, 2, and 1. Hold the bridge. Lower the feet. Let's go right to the other side. 4 taps. Hold onto it. Drive that bottom heel down. 4 hip lifts. 3. Second time. Here we go. 4. Exhale. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Let the back of the neck relax into the mat. Up 4. Last set. Tap that toe maybe even further away from you. Last one. Tapping down and up. Squeeze up. 3, 2, last one. Lower the foot with control. Lower the hips, hug your knees in towards your chest. Rock it out. Let the low back breathe here. Moving into rolling like a ball. Stay in that tight little ball shape. Finding the balance at the top. Inhale, rock back. Exhale, balance. 2 more like that. Finding the balance at the top. And then we'll hold. Open the legs as long as you can, stretching through the backs of the legs into the hamstrings. Grabbing onto the ankles, or you can stay on the thighs. Open and close the legs, squeezing. Use those inner thighs. Draw the navel towards the spine. Rock back in your rocker position. So the collarbone is nice and wide here, only rolling to your shoulder blades. We want to stay off the neck. Inhale. Exhale, pause. Good. Slowly lower into the mat, and we're going to roll right onto our side for our sideline series today. Working that forearm, working the waist, as if you're sitting in a chair. Knees are right in line with your hips, and we're just going to start with that clamshell action, open and close. So the top hand can be behind the head, giving you a little bit more of a lift, or you can also use that top hand for support down into the mat. Extending the leg out in front of you. Keep the belly pulling back towards the spine. Keep lifting up out of that bottom rib cage and shoulder. Nice, last one, hold it. Reaching the toe back for sweeps. We're gonna flex the foot forward with a pulse, point and reach the toe back. Flex, flex, point, squeeze back. So the goal here is to keep that upper body as still as you can. Leg a little bit higher than your hip. All right, so try to keep that level all the way through. Lengthening the leg out of your hip socket. Reaching a little bit further each time. And then we'll draw that leg in circles. You're reaching for the wall that's away from you. Staying nice and parallel, so we're working the outer thigh. Reverse your circle. Keep lifting up out of that bottom shoulder, bottom waist. Good, holding that lift, flex the foot. Reaching the top arm out and over the ear to find even more length as you take it into pulses. Reaching out through the heel, find the length through the back of the leg. And then from here, we're gonna set that foot down, take it into our side plank. You can stack the feet here, you can stagger them, top foot in front, lower and lift. Drawing a big sweep with the arm. Squeezing that bottom waist. And then this next one, let's go ahead and hold up. Top arm reaches towards the ceiling. Take your gaze up if you can. Holding strong. Top leg floats up maybe for extra balance. And then we'll pivot right into our forearm plank, holding here. Alternating toe tap side to side. Make these as big as you can. Reach the tailbone back towards the heels. Try to open up this space in the upper back. Jacking it out. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Little break. Drop down into your child's pose, hips to heels. Rounding up. Let's take that right to the other side. On your forearm, knees in line with your shoulders. Let's go, clamshell, open and close. Hips are stacked here, really active in the entire body, right? Everything is working together. We are always thinking about our posture. Adding the extension. Lift, kick, bend, and lower. Keep lifting that bottom waist. And moving into our sweeps. Hold the leg long, sweeping back like someone's pulling on your toes to that back corner. Exhale, flex forward. Point back, pulse to the front. Keeping those shoulders as stacked as you can. Leg in line with your hip, maybe a little higher. And we're moving into circles. Keep reaching that leg as long as you can, right? Painting circles on the back wall, lifting up out of the hip. And reverse your direction up and over, staying really parallel. And then that top arm is gonna reach up and over your ear for pulses. Reaching out through your heel, keep lengthening the waist like your body is being pulled in both directions. Nice, keep lifting into that side plank. Arm sweep, lower the hip, arm down, reach, and up and down. Lightly tap that mat and squeeze right back up. Good, next one. Hold the lift right here, reach up. Hold, maybe top leg lifts, keep balancing. Find your forearm plank. Stay strong. Back to our toe taps, side to side. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, right into our jacks, out and in. Stay light on your feet. If you need to modify, you can always stay with your toe taps. For 4, 3, 2, last one, and release back child's pose. Good job. Knees wide, big toes touch. Breathe into the low belly and low back. Coming up, we're gonna tuck those toes into our downward facing dog, and then shift forward into your plank. Moving into a plank series here, elbow, wrist, elbow, step back, up and back. Alternate, down, up, reach. Really try to connect that knee towards the arm, working through that waist. One more set. And then exhale back into your dog. Walk it out. Hands wide on your mat. Second set, we're gonna add a twist. So knee pulls to opposite elbow, wrist, elbow back. Elbow, wrist, elbow back. Cross through the waist. Really lift that navel up and towards the spine. Up, down, lift and back. Last set. And again, up and back, down dog. Good, walk it out. Final set here. Let's just run it out. Opposite knee to tricep. Getting a little uncomfortable, get that heart rate up. Push, push, push. Stay strong, keep the tailbone reaching back, right? Stay long and strong in the spine. Exhale back. Breathe, let the head go. Let's draw down onto our knees. Step the left foot forward. We'll come right into a lunge, opening up the hips. Hand stack on that front thigh. Circle the arms up and over for a side bend. And then we'll tuck the back toes, twisted lunge. Releasing the back knee, you can reach for your foot. Grab on if it's available. And then exhale back into your hamstring stretch. Let the head relax. Walking to the outside of the foot. Breathing into the side body. Back to center. And we'll swing that leg around other side, finding your lunge. Make sure your knee is on top of your ankle, lifting up. Breathe into the hips. And then when you're ready, circle the arms out and up, grabbing onto your wrist, side bend over towards that front knee. Allow the shoulders to draw down here. Hands to the floor, adding that twist. Back leg long. And then maybe releasing into your quad stretch. Keep the hips sinking down towards the mat. Deep breath, exhale back into your hamstring stretch. Getting that front leg as long, as straight as you can. And then we'll circle both legs back, coming onto our knees, hips to heels, stretching the thighs and the hips. Knees stay down, anchored in towards the mat, and just start to hinge back. You can let the head relax. You can stay on the forearms. Maybe even you need to stay on the hands. Or option, if you have more range of motion, you can come down into your back, grabbing for opposite elbows. Breathe. Show your body some love and gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. And join my meditation or workout challenge. You can read about it in the notes section. Peace and love. And until next time, namaste.